Good evening, everybody. I did not have any time to write this up and dealing with my own Mercury in retrograde disaster right now. So I do realize that it is the 21st and I need to bring you the 10-11 day forecast for the remainder of the month of October. So this forecast is for October 21st through the 31st. And we actually start off with a sun sign change on October 22nd, and it's in Scorpio. So happy birthday, all of my Scorpios out there. It is now Scorpio season. And anytime you're dealing with Scorpio, Scorpio is the ruler of the 8th house. So Scorpio is ruled by the planet of Pluto. And this planet is about death, drama, rebirth, transformation. I know a lot of Scorpios who have experienced all of these things throughout their lifetime. Scorpio is also, not that all Scorpios are witches, that's not true, but Scorpio does rule the metaphysical and witchcraft worlds, so it does rule metaphysics as well. Scorpio in its positive energy is the eagle, and Scorpio in its negative is the lizard or the scorpion. There are a lot of Scorpios that rise to the top and are the eagle. So happy birthday, Scorpio. It is Scorpio season. Before I move on and tell you the rest of the week, I don't know how Mercury retrograde is treating all of you, but it is kicking my ass. I've had a couple of readings come in this week, and my Yeti mic, this is what I DJ with, this is what I do my recordings with, has decided to kick the bucket. I paid about $140 for this, but I realized through the years it's probably time for a new one. I've bought this like 6 years ago, and this is what I use to DJ, and this is also what I use to do your recordings that you get. If any of you out there have ever had a reading done by me, my MP3 files I send you are done through this and my Sam's broadcaster. I use my DJing equipment to give you audio as well. So anyway, this has bitten the dust, and I am waiting for a new one that should arrive tomorrow or the next day. So for those of you who have ordered readings from me that take MP3 audio file, please note it should be here shortly. But one thing about Mercury retrograde is there's always delays and issues with technology. And here we are. So for those of you who have purchased readings and lucky and unlucky dragon days, those I can get to you because I don't do an MP3 recording for them. But my apologies, I have no control over the stars. Okay, on we go. Now, on October 27th, 2020, Mercury, which is retrograde, which I was just talking about, moves back into Libra. And right now, Mercury, I believe, is in Scorpio. It's bouncing back. Let me double check something before I open my big old mouth. Yes, I was correct. Right? Yes. Okay. Sorry. So yes, Mercury moves into Libra. So things will go a little more diplomatic. I can't really speak for the political community. That won't get any better. That'll just get uglier and uglier. But the same day Venus enters Libra as well. So I'm hoping that this Libra energy that's coming, because Venus is in its governing sign, Libra is ruled by Venus. This can help ebb and flow communication a little better. Remember, Libra is all about diplomacy, and it's about balance and harmony and peace, but it's also about justice. In the tarot, The Justice card is Libra, the Libra card, the scales. So it is about harmony and balance in some way, but with Mercury moving in at the same time in Libra in retrograde, our good intentions might get confused with something else. So this is where it is very important and pertinent for all of you out there to speak clearly, reiterate, repeat, reread again. Make sure you have it all down and make sure the other person understands exactly what you are saying. And you'll get through this energy. Now, souls born with a Venus in Libra are going to be all about the arts. You might find someone who is an interior designer, or even this can also pertain to the realm of psychology. But they're definitely into the arts of some sort. They're definitely into diplomacy. This can be a placement for a counselor. They're always going to like the finer things in life. It's a very beautiful placement, Venus in Libra. It's probably one of my favorite placements in the zodiac. Now, I do have some days of caution coming up. Like I said, this is going to be a short and sweet video. I do have some days of caution coming up, and this is for October 24th, 25th, and 26th. This is Uranic energy. So once again, the news, you'll hear about earthquakes and earth changes. This is also about bizarro and strange news, shocking events. Like I said, a lot of shootings have occurred in Plutonic and Uranic phases because they're shocking and they're death and drama in Pluto. This is also UFO and ET energy, aeronautics. A lot of times SpaceX likes to launch around this time coming up. So does NASA. If you're into stargazing or UFO gazing, especially where I'm at, this part of the world, like last night we were watching the meteor showers. Absolutely fantastic. But if you're into UFOs, the 24th, 25th, and the 26th would be excellent times to go out and look for our brothers in the sky. Okay? Great time. And the moon is waxing, so the experience should be more positive in nature. That does not mean that bad things don't happen in a waxing moon, especially with a Mercury retrograde. Throw in a Uranic phase coming on the 24th, 25th, and 26th. And this can spell a recipe for disaster of some sort. Just watch the news and you'll see what I mean about chain reaction accidents, something shocking happening. Bizarre news, like I said. What else can I say about this? Also rules electricity. Uranus, Aquarian energy is electricity. So be careful around electricity. And like I always say, anytime we go into this phase, I don't care if it's a waxing or waning moon, flying is not advised. Now, I mentioned this in one of my last broadcasts. I had mentioned that I had to book a ticket for a relative and they had to fly in a Uranic phase and there was just no getting around it. So what I had to do is I booked it in Good Stars, and it is a green light to book airline tickets from now until October 31st. Okay. And speaking of October 31st, so anyone out there, be safe with this Uranic period. No flying unless you absolutely have to. We end the month here on a very potent moon, and a witch's holiday for a great many of us, but not only is there Halloween on October 31st, or as my broom sisters call it, Samhain. This is also a full blue moon in Taurus. Now I'm going to talk a lot more about this in the next week to come. And I'll probably be pulling some tarot cards for you guys as well. I am trying to find my brand new Razor camera that I bought. And I've unpacked a zillion boxes and I can't find it. So this is why I'm still resorting to doing this over my phone. And I really, really apologize. I'm looking and I'm having no luck. Until that happens, I have to continue to do these pre-records. I apologize to all my YouTubers. I will go live eventually someday as soon as I find that beautiful new camera I bought. But for now, this is how it is. But there will be a full blue moon on October 31st. And I will go on and explain more about this special potent moon in the next day or two. I'll be doing a full forecast for everybody by house and sign. And I'll be looking into doing some spell work. It is in Taurus. So the energy does take on a little bit of a Plutonic phase, only because Taurus is a polar opposite is Scorpio. But all in all, it's in Taurus. So the full moon in Taurus is a great time to do spell work for money, love, wealth. Taurus is the second house of wealth, possessions. This is the sign that possesses. I possess. It's mine. So it's good to do spell work that relates to your finances, for bettering your finances. It is ruled by Venus as well. Taurus is the other sign ruled by Venus. So anything for love is totally blessed under this energy. But like I said, I'm going to do a full write-up. I know that this forecast is completely half-assed, okay? And I apologize. I'm going to tell you a funny story. I had to go to the DMV today. In the process of this, I've been trying to do recordings for some of my clients, and I've had this thing break down on me, which has kind of thrown me for a loop. But today, DMV, everything's going along fine, and find out that their whole computer system has completely froze and shut down. Hi, Rev, Deb. You're welcome, love. You're welcome, Broom Sister. Thanks for tuning. So we're at the DMV. My daughter was the last one to get her driver's license before the system crashed. My mother and I have to go back tomorrow morning. But I have to say, I have been in some really skanky, scuzzy, gross DMVs in my lifetime. The one in Prescott, Arizona was not bad. Not bad at all. It was clean. There weren't a whole lot of people in it. It was actually one of the more pleasurable experiences at the DMV. I didn't come back home and want to drink because the DMV can drive you to drink sometimes. It was a very pleasurable experience. Even though software crashed and they couldn't get my license, I just sat back and went with the flow and said, Mercury retrograde. So that's my little Mercury retrograde story. And all of you out there, please be safe. And when things don't work right, whether it's your car or your technology in any way, you can get mad and stomp your feet all you want, and it's not going to change the situation. You kind of just have to sit back, laugh, and go, Mercury retrograde, because I have experienced it full throttle this week. So my apologies and delays to all of those that are being delayed by this. Once again, I'm sorry. This is not how I conduct business. Just ask Rev Deb. She knows. She's a client and a friend. But sometimes these things happen. So please hang in there. Be patient with me, and I will be patient with the universe and not go when things don't go my way and don't go well at all. Have a wonderful evening. This is, well, I guess it's hump day, isn't it? So we're halfway through the week. And be safe out there, especially on these Uranic days, these days of caution that I sent out. That's what I hear. That your license is, oh my God, what is, you got, don't get me started on California. I was explaining this to someone the other day about, I'm live. I was explaining this to someone the other day about how you don't, every 2 years in the state of California, if you have a car that's over a certain year old, you have to get it smogged every 2 years on top of registration every year, which isn't cheap. I mean, I had a 1997 BMW it still costs me $146 a year to register. So you're right, Rev Deb. My license is going to be good for a long time. So that is a beautiful thing. I love it. It's a beautiful thing. But anyway, everyone out there, be safe. Things are cooling down here. I can tell there's a chill in the air. Hi, Rihanna. I hope you listened to the broadcast in the beginning. I explained my technical Mercury retrograde issues. Check your email, love. Okay, Rihanna? Check your email. Aw, thank you, Rev Deb. I love you too, babe. You all have a blessed evening, and I'm going to get back to work, and I'll get on here in another day or two. Like I said, I'm trying to find some of my tarot cards as well. I have 2 decks out, the Rider-Waite and the Witches one. I can't seem to find my angel card reading one. I can't seem to find my spirit deck. I'm just a witch that's really out of sorts these days. My true Virgo is coming out, and there's no order in my life, and it's making me go insane. So I have to get some order. I've helped everyone else unpack, and now it's my turn, and it's just, I need order. I know. I do miss Cali for a great many reasons, but a lot of the laws there are really, really stupid, in my opinion. But everyone out there, thanks for tuning in. And like I said, Rihanna, check your email, and I'll be back on here in a couple of days. Blessings to all of you. Be safe. Watch that Uranic phase, 24th, 25th, 26th. Be careful. Watch the stars. Blessings all. Ciao.